Welcome to This Week in My Garden. Weather, I keep saying it, the weather's lovely. It's cooled off so great and my garden's doing fantastic. Gonna have to prepare my cucumber bed this week, and we'll just check out what's happening. All right, we cleaned these two ox hearts up last week. They are putting on lots of blossom sets, so hopefully we'll get some tomatoes here. Over here, still haven't cleaned up my cherry tomatoes, but there are a lot of blooms on my cherry tomatoes, so hopefully something good will happen here. I need to clean up these two ox hearts over here. Those two back there look okay. I'm getting tomatoes, but they're just looking really strange. So I'm not sure what's going on with these guys. It might be the end of the summer heat affecting them still. The red celebrations, they're looking good again. No blossoms, so jury's still out on these tomatoes. The lemon boys are looking okay. Could have swore I had some blossom sets on these guys, but I'm not finding them now. There we go. There they are. There's some blossom sets there and there. There's some over here. So hopefully we'll get something here from our tomatoes. We're just kind of waiting to see. Good morning, Sam. How are you? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? These black-eyed peas are still just not doing much of anything. I mean, I'm getting some, but they're still so small. I planted these, gosh, a couple months ago, and they just aren't really growing very much. So I'm not sure what's happening over here. The black-eyed peas on the other side are doing great, and they've been in the ground less time. So maybe there's something missing in this bed. I don't know. Let's check out the other side of the garden. All right, here's the other black-eyed peas I was talking about. These have just been in the ground for a week or two, and all of them are doing really good. They look better than some on the other side. My lemon boys I planted, these two are looking kind of weak, but those two are looking pretty good, so not sure. We're gonna give them time. And those three Italian sweets I planted late, they're doing okay. And here's the black-eyed peas I planted about a month ago. They're looking great, but there's no blossoms, so no blooms, so no black-eyed peas. All right, there you go. Proof that I do weed. All right, peppers. Now we're talking over here. These are just loaded. I said it last week. Every plant is just full of peppers. Big peppers. We're back into the big peppers with the heat going away. We are getting big peppers and they look wonderful. I'm going to be harvesting a lot of these today. You can just see them all over these plants. So banana peppers are doing great. Let's check out the Italian sweets. There's a couple there. Once again, they're just loaded There's a nice yellow one ready to come off. So yeah, lots of peppers. There's some there, there's some there. So yeah, these guys are doing really good. I'm really happy with my Italian sweets. My jalapenos are putting on, look at that pretty ripe jalapeno. So lots of jalapenos, you can see them all over. The bell peppers are finally coming to life. Blossom end rot seems to not be a problem anymore. Look at that pretty bell pepper right there. They're still a little smaller than I'd like them to be, but hey, when you're getting this many, they don't need to be too big. I need to tie this guy up. He's having a little bit of problem. If I don't get him tied up, I'll come back out here and it'll be broke off. The sweet red Marconis are doing great as well. Every plant is just loaded down with peppers. So I'm happy with my sweet red Marconis. I had decided I wasn't going to grow any of these next year because they just didn't produce in the first half of the summer or in the spring. But man, we've got to the fall and they are doing great. There's some more bell peppers over here. So lots and lots of bell peppers. My poblanos are finally doing something. So I might get to make my homemade poblanos. My homemade chili rellenos after all, with my own poblanos. Well, let's see how big these guys get. But this one's got several on it, so it's doing really, really good. The one on the other side, I still don't see any poblanos on it. Just this one right here. I want to do some way to tie this guy up better. I might have to build a frame like I did over there and tie him up to that frame. The jalapenos, they are flushing again. These guys are just loaded down with peppers. Like I said, we're going to let these guys ripen up because Tiff likes them ripe. So we're going to let these guys ripen up. And there's Sam. He's just following me around. All right, so here's my cucumber bed. We're getting it ready to go. I've already been over here. You didn't get to witness it, but I put a mix of blood meal, bone meal, and alfalfa meal and mixed it in. We've watered it in. So this bed should be ready to go as soon as my cucumbers are ready to go in. And that'll probably be this next week. So sometime this week or maybe next week with my video, we'll be getting those things in the ground. Like I said, happy with my peppers. I like calling this my pepper forest because I got 7-foot tall peppers, 6-foot tall peppers, and they're just looking great. So I'm going to do some harvesting here, and it's going to be quite a large pepper harvest today. I'm debating on whether letting these bell peppers continue to grow to see if they'll get bigger, or this just might be as big as this round gets. But either way, there's going to be a lot of peppers harvested today. All right. So I'm happy with my peppers. Still wondering what's going to happen with my tomatoes. Yeah, I don't know. Rough year for tomatoes here in North Texas. The heat really made a mess out of things. But the peppers survived great, and they look good, and they are producing like crazy. So, good stuff happening in the garden. We'll keep watching these black-eyed peas and see what happens with them. But that's it for this week. I'll see you next week in my garden.